Hey, it's Evan Carmichael. Welcome back. It is great to see you again. I sent you a video yesterday where I shared more of my story. So if you want to know who is this guy, Evan Carmichael, why I do what I do, what some of my biggest lessons were, my biggest mistakes, my biggest regrets of all time, how much I struggled and eventually overcame, I highly recommend going back and watching that video because it'll just give a little more insight. But today I want to talk about karma. And I believe karma is practical. I believe that when you put good things out into the world, good things come back to you. It may not make sense at the beginning. Why am I doing this? I'm not seeing the results. When you put good things out into the world, I promise you, good things come back. I think of my mom here on the wall behind me. She would tell me, I'm Evan Christopher Carmichael. I could do anything I believe that I can. We talked about that in the last video. But she would also say, if you have the ability, you have the responsibility. If you can, then you must. If you have the ability, you have the responsibility. If you can, then you must. And I believe that you've been given great gifts. I believe that you have a message burning inside you that has to come out. And therefore, you have the ability. And so you have the responsibility. And I want to give you a couple of free tools, free ways that you can get that out. I have a number of projects in my business that I call good karma projects that it'd be fantastic to have you be involved in. If I can be a coach, a mentor, a guide for you, answer questions. The first is on my Instagram Live. So we do Instagram Lives multiple times per week. And I go live and I just do Q&A. So if you want to come in and ask me a question that you're struggling with right now, come on by. Pop it in. Sometimes I bring people in live. Sometimes it's just answering a text question that people are popping in there. But I would love to do those all day long. That's one of my favorite things to do is just being of service because we all want to feel like what we do matters, right? You want to feel like what you do matters. You want to feel like when you wake up today is going to matter. The work you're going to do is going to mean something to somebody. Maybe it doesn't hit worldwide viral video, but even if it touches 5 people and that's a life-changing thing for them, that counts. And we all want to feel like that matters. So I love doing the Instagram Lives as a way to give back and help. So if you're following me on Instagram, just turn on those notifications and you'll see when I come live. And I look forward to answering your questions. The second thing I do is I do League of Legends live streaming. And I love League of Legends. It's a video game. I'm not very good at it. My goal is to get the gold. I'm in silver right now. But the goal is to get the gold. And I do it usually 4 days a week. And I answer your questions while I play. So if you go to evancarmichael.live, you can join me on a future stream. You could join an awesome community. You can ask your questions. And I'll do my best to answer them. So another way just to get more access to, if you feel like you don't have anybody, there's no mentor, there's nobody to guide you, you have these burning questions and the people around you don't know how to answer it. They may love you, but they don't have the answers for you in the business context. So come on by, ask your questions, and I'll do my best to answer as many as possible. We also have a program called Believe Raids. So if you go to believeraids.com, the idea here is to spread an act of kindness every day. So every day what we do is we pick somebody. It's 5 days a week, Monday to Friday. We pick somebody who is trying to get their message out and they're posting on Instagram and they don't have a lot of traction, but they're an amazing human. And we all just drop love on them. So you get a morning email. I think it goes out at 6 a.m. Eastern. You get a morning email with a link to somebody on Instagram to, hey, let's all just give this person some love. So imagine being the person who is posting on Instagram when you're creating content and you get 1 like or 1 comment and not a lot of traction is happening. And then all of a sudden, tons of people descend on your post and give you massive love. Sometimes just that extra little bit of love is the difference between somebody continuing and not. I remember in the early days of my channel, every comment was just gold to me. Every comment I cherish, like somebody cares, And so I think we all know how great it is to do an act of kindness. We all feel how good that feels when that happens, but we maybe struggle every day of how do we share? How do we do it in an easy way? So we do the work for you. I partnered with an amazing woman named Angela, and she picks somebody. She gives you a little bit of story on who they are, and then here's the post. And every morning you just go and in 30 seconds of leaving a comment on somebody's Instagram post, that might be the difference between them quitting or not. And you did that because you spent 30 seconds to do it. So that's another one of our good karma projects that if you want to check out, believeraids.com. And I have a special bonus one I want to talk to you about. But before that, We do Kiva microloan lending. So we've helped over 6,000 entrepreneurs start their businesses through Kiva and microlending. And we list some of those on the website. If you're ever looking for a great cause to donate to, I highly recommend Kiva. It's surprising how far $100 goes to helping somebody build their business. And then, of course, we got the YouTube channels. We got, I don't know how many YouTube channels now, lots of YouTube channels, putting out content every single day for you. And whatever you want to try to be, whatever mindset you feel you need to develop, whatever habits that you want to take on for yourself, the more you're around those people, the more you're going to start to think like them, to develop their mindset, to want to take on their routines. So I still make all of my YouTube channels for me. I want to be around Steve, where is he? There, Steve Jobs every day. I want to be around Steve Jobs every day. I want to be around Kanye every day. I want to be around Oprah every day. I want to be around the people who are doing bigger things than me because they lift me up. Chances are you are the most ambitious person in your circle. You're the one who's telling other people that they can do it, that they can make it, that they can be somebody, that they should pursue their dreams. And you're pouring so much love and energy into other people. And that's amazing. It's a gift, and you need to keep doing that. But who's doing that for you? Who's the person who's telling you, hey, you can do this, go, and giving you the push forward or sometimes the hug to help you go off and do it. And most of us don't have that person. So I want to try to create that through my YouTube channels, that anytime you feel a lack of belief, you need that extra little push, hey, there's a video there with one of your heroes to help guide you forward. So those have been some of the good karma projects that I've worked on, and I encourage you to think about your own projects that other people can be a part of too, because when you feel like what you're doing is serving and helping and bringing value to people, it's fulfilling. It gives you more energy for the day. If you're unhappy right now, chances are it's because you're not serving. You are literally built to serve. Serving others, helping others hits the same spot in your brain as having food and having sex, which are also pretty important as humans. So you are hardwired to serve. Most of us just don't know how to do it yet. So I'm giving you a little bit extra encouragement by sharing some of my projects. I've got one last bonus one that I'm super, super, super excited about. I talked about it a little bit yesterday in the video, and there's some links below this video here for you to join if you want. One of my favorite things of all time is to train thought leaders. You've got a message, you've got a story. You may not feel like it matters or means something, but it does. It does. And people need to hear your message because the person who you were 5 years ago needs that help. You're making content. People ask me, how do I make videos? How do I make content? You're making content for the person who you used to be. They need your voice. They need your message. They need to see you out there, putting it there, because that gives them hope and inspiration that they could be somebody too. And there's millions of people who currently are who you used to be, right? Your purpose comes from your pain. Whatever you struggle the most with as a human is what you want to help other people through. And so in sharing your story and sharing your gifts and sharing how you overcame the obstacles, that gives hope to somebody else who feels like it's impossible. And why I love training people like you to do it is because I can only reach so many people. There will be some people who will not connect to my story, will not feel like I'm the coach, the mentor, the guide, the person for them. And that's totally okay. But they need somebody. And that somebody could be you. Because in your story and how you overcame and the struggles that you went through and how you believed in yourself and you ultimately triumphed, even though you're not where you want to be yet, you're still growing, learning, trying to improve, trying to get better. The fact that you have grown over the past 5 years shows that something is possible and you can give people hope, inspiration, and a path in a way that Evan Carmichael can't and Kanye West can't and Oprah Winfrey can't, because they'll connect more to your story than they will to mine. So my mission is to try to solve the world's biggest problem, which I believe is that people don't believe in themselves enough, that everybody has what I call Michael Jordan level genius at something, but they're too afraid to chase it down. They don't believe in themselves enough to do it. You've got your Michael Jordan level genius at something, and I want to try to help unlock that so you can go help unlock other people. Every person that you help unlock and show the path and give confidence and guidance and advice to, and they start making momentum. And every person that you do that, you're helping my mission as well. Together, we have to solve the world's biggest problem. I can't do this alone. And so I'm super excited and passionate to help train more people on how to do it. And over the past decade plus, I've had the good fortune in hard knocks, I guess, to build my way up to being a YouTuber, influencer, a speaker, an author, a coach. And I want to share with you for free how you could start to do that for yourself as well. Now, I have a private group called Movement Makers where I train people twice a month for 85 minutes, and we go deep on these topics. And that's a paid group, but I want to invite you to some of the free lessons that we put up. So below me, there's 4 links. If you want to be that influencer, you want to be that coach, you want to be that speaker, you want to be that author, and you feel that you've got it inside you, you know that you want to serve, you know that you can help, but you don't know how to do it. You don't have the guide, you don't have the model, you don't have the mentor, you don't have the coach, you don't know what steps to take. I want to share with you 3 of the lessons from my Movement Makers program. I can't give it all because it's a paid program. If you want to join the paid program, feel free to just go sign up for Movement Makers. But I want to give you 3 of the lessons for free. So no matter what path you pick one path. You know, let's be honest. Pick the path that is most relevant for you, and that's going to unlock for you 3 free lessons from my Movement Makers program to help you start to build the confidence that it's possible for you, the momentum that you need to actually get started, and then the actual tactics, tools, strategies to help you go from knowing that you're capable of more, feeling in your heart that you've got that big mission, to actually putting it into place and starting to see some results. So if you want to join me, it'd be an honor to be a coach of yours on this amazing journey of yours. Pick one of the 4 paths below, and I'll see you in class.